we're going to show you a regain guard drill. So, I'm under side control. First thing I want to do is hide my hands here. My arms out here, he can catch it for a figure four. I can crush, if it's here, even head arm choke. There's all sorts of problems that can happen. He's going to put this one under his armpit here, he's my choke bone on his tendon. And this one here, right on the hip. So I'm blocking out both of them. Self-defense wise, this also protects you from knees and elbows. Block them out there. Okay. Then I'm going to bump my hips up and hip escape. So bump, hip escape, bottom knee comes across, step on the hip, square up, get control and find my full guard. Again, I'll hide my hands, bump, hip escape, bottom leg comes across, I step this foot on the hip. If you can't do that, on the mat here is okay. Hips better, get your legs around, cover the head, close your guard. Now, being a good training partner, this hand is covering my other hip, which if you do the top control drill properly, it will be. We've got to do a different escape. So this escape's through, if their hand's on this side, I'm going to be able to find it. Hide my hands, bump, hip escape, knee through. Get good control. Now, I'm going to continue this off guard passing. So I'm going to do it once from here, get my guard. Now as Darko passes, take this hand, go under the armpit, feet hit the mat, hip escape, come back in. He goes to the other side, take my hand, hide it, bump, hip escape, knee in, bring him back in. So I hit my hands like within the first time. The biggest mistake is not making enough space. So if you watch this knee here, if I only just sort of roll into him, I'll never get this knee in. So I've got to bump and then hip escape quite far. I bump and look, see how far out my butt is? Now if Darko just postures up here, see this knee can fit in with plenty of space. The more space there, the better. Sometimes it'll be this tight, but the more the better. I need it to block his belly, not hit his hip. So when I'm in there, hide my hands, bump, hip escape far enough to get that knee across. Now next thing I'm going to talk about is this foot. You can get it on their hip here. Here on the mat's okay, but there is space there for him to hook under my leg and pass more. So I go on his hip, square up, pull my bottom leg out. Now, thinking about this for self-defense or MMA, I like to look at controlling the head. Because now if he tries to punch me, I can block those punches out. So that's a good starting point to think about. We'll do a few more. A couple other options with the hands is sometimes if he's holding my head and I can't get this arm under, let's turn around a bit. I'll cuff his shoulder. Give him pressure, squash me a bit. Yeah. So you get here, they're driving the shoulder, you're pinned a bit. I'll cut the shoulder and I'll look at my wrist like I'm trying to look at my watch. And that opens him up. And that'll allow me to either hip escape right there and start finding that position, or and do a little bit of extra arm fighting here. So once I get here, I can comb my hair with this hand and block this bicep. Now for self-defense, again, this is going to shut these punches down. Then I can hide this under his armpit, hip escape again, get my knees through, and can continue controlling.